talking to Dominic, I realised it was sticking
It was sticking out of his face?
It literally stuck in the side of my co-actor's head.
77 years ago, we built upon this hotel the Young Hollywood studio, and here today is Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter star Rufus Sewell.
Hello.
How was that?
That was really good.
Could I be a president, do you think?
Yes. I was about to say your voice could be a little deeper, but then it's only marginally deeper than higher than mine anyways.
Full score. Well, you're known for your voice. You're known for that sort of gravelly...
It's for 25 years of Marlboro Lights.
Is that what it is? It's not, you weren't born with it.
Though basically. I don't smoke anymore, kids.
There is darkness everywhere, Mr. Lincoln.
My mother was murdered. I can see the rage burning.
Tip the balance for the good of all mankind.
I shall kill them all.
Before we started rolling, we always take pictures here, and you said something about a Duran Duran look.
Yeah, because I always hated my smile in photos. Like my first school photograph was the first time I ever tried like a smile, and it didn't work. Since then, I've realised, what is that face I do? And I think it's like a kind of mid-80s Depeche Mode album cover. So I find that I kind of do this thing. I recognise it, I think it's the third Duran Duran album. I think I'm going to stop
wow.
there. It's not a good
Did you have the haircut and the whole thing too?
That's something.
Parachute pants and all
no,
that stuff?
I mean, I've spoken about this before, but I wanted to look like David Bowie, but I was the wrong shape. So I dyed my hair blonde with peroxide mixed with Head & Shoulders dandruff shampoo, which I mixed in a little bowl. I put it on my head, and my hair went like that into this ginger afro.
Oh no! It didn't
which wasn't quite the David Bowie look I was going for. And then I wore like this black waistcoat and slim trousers and stuff, except I was fat. And
you were not
I was.
So the film, I watched it last night. I loved it. I don't normally love like scary or violent movies, but it was so satisfying, the violence in it. And I don't know what that says about me, or if it says something about the film.
I don't know. I just, when you chop a head off, it's got to make just the right noise. If it doesn't make the right noise, it's strangely unsatisfying.
But it's scary, but you're just fascinated because the visual effects are so amazing. And I heard you said when you were actually shooting it, you felt bewildered throughout, probably because there's so much done in post.
No, that's it. Yes, it was. Well, people said, was it fun to do the fight scenes? What was really more fun was doing the talking scenes, because you had a vague idea of what the hell you were doing. With the fight scenes, I just know that they get me to do these kicks and stuff, and it's generally pretty crap when I do it, and then they bring in the proper people to do it, and they managed to kind of cut it all together to make it look like me that's cool, which I'm not complaining about.
Well, it certainly did. I didn't know that it was a stunt double, but I do know that you like to bite your co-stars and leave teeth in them.
Yeah, well, that was the first day I was supposed to be doing any biting at all. I was supposed to come in to give Dominic Cooper a bite, and I just had these teeth fitted, which were porcelain and razor sharp. And no one gave me this talk about, well, because of the teeth, we don't. So I just kind of went for it. I didn't bite him, but I went halfway and stopped. And then they said cut, and I was rather pleased with myself. And I realised one of my teeth was missing. I thought, hold on, I remember there being two, and then there was one. I just remember there was a discrepancy in the tooth count at the end of it. And then, talking to Dominic, I realised it was sticking out of his face. It literally stuck in the side of my co-actor's head.
And then I heard something else really funny, that because you're shooting guns in the film, something about you keep making gun noises?
No, I'm not shooting guns in the film. What this came from talking about how you can't help if you've spent all your life playing, like everyone's been vampires before. I couldn't stop going, and doing my own sound effects.
Right.
And it was similar to the time that I shot a gun the first time in the film. I couldn't stop going, because that's what I'd grown up doing. And apparently it's not that uncommon. I fired a gun at Kim Basinger and I had to go again.
Yeah. Well, how did she react to it?
She was bemused, patient.
Bemused. That's such a good English word. Bemused.
It's the kind of words I use when I can't swear.
There you go. Well, you can swear here.
Bemused.
Wow. So I was going to ask you, because I know you've played so many sort of dark and sinister characters.
Yeah.
I wanted to sort of practice my evil stare down with you, and I wanted to see if you could give me some tips. Okay? Are you ready?
Oh, have you started yet?
No, I haven't started yet. Hold on. Focus.
It's already quite good, though. What are you doing? You can relax your lips a bit. As you turn like this, you went...
It was my Duran Duran. That That was my John.
It's hard not to, isn't it?
Well,
It's
this
hard
is
not
why
to.
you're the master
It's
of
hard
it. So
not
what
to.
are the So what do
No,
you
I have
do?
that problem too, if you look closely enough.
Presume you know what I can do with this.
Well, I know what you can do against one vampire. But against 20?
Do you live in LA or you live?
I live in LA.
Yeah. So do you walk around in LA? Because I feel like you'd be the only.
Well, that's the
person.
one reason I feel a little bit awkward here, you know, because I realised the only other people walking like had bags and were going, you know, like that. I thought it was a bit odd, you know. So I eventually learned to drive. Also, I realised that not driving, if you go to an audition, there is no impression you can make in an audition so good that doesn't get undercut by you waiting for a cab outside for half an hour. It's something about them coming out and you still being there.
I know.
It doesn't matter how dynamic you are in the room. That kind of. So I had to learn to drive just for that reason, just so I could be
Right.
out after an audition.
When you sweep your way out.
yeah, you
after it's
sweep
been
your
like-
way out and then sit in the office like 45 minutes afterwards.
And on that note, thank you so much for coming in.
All right, thank
Great
you.
having you here. Come back anytime.
Okay, I will.